Thank you so much, Dipesh sir, talking to Digital Terminal, who's a trade publication. You already know about us and our strength is trade and channel. So our discussion will revolve around your overall performance. So to start, can you share something about how 2022 year was for Kaspersky?
I think largely, if you look at it from a performance perspective, we've pretty much delivered slightly more than what we were expected to. So if I look at it from a performance or target achievement or numbers perspective, I think we've done perfectly well. We could have done much better, but then there are certain deals that or certain businesses get delayed due to decision-making processes and stuff like that. So I do see a lot of my business getting spilled into the next year, which is also good news because this year we've already done what we were supposed to do. So that way I think things have been on track, we've done well. Last 3 years consistently we've been growing and the numbers are, I mean, very visible, very dominant. From a point in time where we were not among the major players, today I think large business opportunities, small business opportunities, we are present everywhere. The channel has accepted us with open hands. A lot of time has been invested in channel enablement, and I think that has given the best results for us because the feet on street for Kaspersky today is higher than ever, and a lot of educational stuff has happened with the channel. A lot of awareness has been done with the campaign. Awareness campaigns have been done with customers, and I think it has given us good results. So today we can boast of business in possibly every segment, be it the industrial segment, be it the IT, ITES, BFSI, government, small and medium businesses, the mid-level enterprises, the large enterprises. I think today I can confidently give you customer references in every segment that you can ask for. So I think we've done very well, and 2022 has been no different. It has come with this twists and turns, but it's been very enduring, if I can put it that way, because we've still been delivering what we were supposed to deliver, which is, I think, most important.
Right. So we have seen, in consumer side, you were already there, present very aggressively since 2, 3, 4 years ago. But we have seen, the adoption of Kaspersky solution in the larger enterprise, as you mentioned. So how do you able to balance with your team, with the partner network? How do you differentiate with these two major segments which are contributing to your business growth?
So largely, if I look at it from the way I'm handling it as a business leader, then I look at this as two different businesses. So the way I handle a consumer segment is very different from the way a B2B segment gets handled for me. Internally, there are different teams doing different set of activities for both these business verticals. So the way a consumer segment functions, the demands of the consumer segment, the business pattern of a business segment, of a consumer segment is very different. And I think we've done better than what the market expected us to do from the consumer standpoint in the last 2 years. And for the B2B segment, it has been the pleasant most surprise any business house could look at, because the timing that we entered this market was very right. There was a clear gap for one more vendor to cover up, especially with acquisitions happening in the name of Symantec going to Broadcom and so many other things happening from to other competitive brands, if I can put it that way. It opened a new window for us, and it created a vacuum which we were waiting to fill. So the channel accepted us in a very welcoming way. We got immense opportunities to train the channel, accept the channel, take feedback from the channel, make changes wherever required from a business perspective, pattern perspective. And more than anything else, what I hear from my channel most of the time is they're happy doing business with us because they make good profits with us. The technology is very stable, so the customer acceptance is also very good. So that gives strength and confidence to the channel that if they sell it to their customer, the customer will be happy. At the same time, they end up making good margins, which is what I think any business is all about. A business is successful if it is profitable. And if we can make our channel profitable, it circles back to us as well, because the more the channel will sell, the more our business will happen, and the more we will grow. The more we will grow, the more visible we will be, and again, that will result in more business. So I think it's working very well for us.
Right. So rightly said, and just as you said earlier during our discussion, that your company is completely a channel-driven company.
Yep.
I engage a lot of channel partners, and I do engage with your partners also. So we have the feedback, and it truly says the story which you have written in last 2-3 years.
Right.
So how do you see? This is happening. Okay, the channel is so happy and they're selling your solutions. How do you see these things are happening? What are the initiatives you have taken?
I think certain strategies which we thought on a couple of years back when we stepped into this market was very right. So, like I said, I'm a big fan of channel and channel promotions. I believe that any brand is as good as its channel. And the way I look at channel, I normally try to create. I try and create buckets of every channel community. So the way I handle the SMB business or the small and medium business is very different from the way I handle an enterprise business. Same way, the way a channel functions for the SMB side is very, very different. Their demands are different. Their people are different. Their training abilities and capabilities are different. And the kind of business which they do to the end user is very different from something that maybe a very large enterprise would do. So when I look at channel with different lenses and different hats. So I try and align all our products to the focus of the business vertical of the channel. And based on the business vertical that the channel is focused upon, we enable them accordingly so that they are not confused about what to sell, how to sell, what should be the communication medium, and what is the kind of selling pattern that they need to use. We enable them with all those things, and we spend a lot of time talking to the channel, taking feedbacks from the channel, and then accordingly adjusting or fine-tuning the things that will further enhance our connectivity and our our bonding with the channel, if I can put it that way. So that has worked very well for us, and we clearly now know that what kind of channel requires what kind of attention and help and enablement, and we focus in that direction, and that's how we move with them. So every channel works in a different model, which is helping the channel do more business for them, and like I said, that circles back to us.
What is your commitment for channel partners, or any selling tips you want to share with them?
Of course, New Year wishes first. Thank you for this year, and I promise you a prosperous year ahead. So that's for the channel. The message that I want to give to the channel, I can just say the party has just begun, guys. The business has just started. A lot of channel partners are in touch with me, and I've already discussed plans for next year and the products and the lines of methodologies and the technologies that we would be focusing on. So a lot of action going to happen next year in terms of business, in terms of profits, in terms of activity, in terms of customer acquisition. So next year is going to be possibly the highest performing year for South Asia if I compare it to the last 3 years.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thanks a lot.